Hello all, I am Dr. Pravas. In today's class, we'll mainly discuss on the power of the parser. Power of the parser means what? Which parser is most reliable and which parser is most powerful? Means we are generally using which parser in the real life compiler like C, C++, Java like this. Okay, which parser we are using? Okay, in the practical compiler, right? Say we have already discussed about LR, we have already discussed about many number of four types of bottom-up parsers, mainly four types of bottom-up parsers like say LR0, SLR1, CLR1, LALR1. So these are called as the bottom-up parsers. Mean these parsers generally comes under bottom-up parser. Okay, we have already discussed about in very detail about this parser. Means LR0 parser, SLR1 parser, CLR1 parser, LALR1 parser. So out of these four parsers, which parser is most reliable and most powerful parser? Which parser and which parser is the best parser? Are generally used in the practical compilers like C, C++, Java like this. Okay. So before going to the which parser is most powerful, we'll try to understand some points. We'll try to understand some concepts. Then we'll decide which parser is most suitable or which parser is most powerful and which parser is best parser, right? So see, power of the parser. So first we'll see the SR config. First we'll see the SR config. In case of CLR1, in case of what? CLR1 and LALR1. Okay. First we'll see. See, one important point, just note it, one important point. We generally know what LR0 is the subset of SLR1, is the subset of what? SLR1 and is the subset of what? CLR1 and or we can say LALR1. But we just confuse out of these two, CLR1 and LALR, which one is the subset or which one is the most powerful? We just confuse. Okay. So LR0 is the subset of SLR1 and LR0 and SLR1 both are the subset of CLR1 and also LALR1. Okay. First, we'll try to understand CLR1 is powerful or LALR1 is powerful. Okay. First, we'll try to understand. First, we'll see the SR config means shift reduce config. Try to understand the shortcut methods for SR config in case of CLR. We just consider first case CLR1. We just consider first case means CLR1. In CLR1, just see the formula A2 alpha dot A beta. Now this is called shift action. This is X is the look ahead part. B2 gamma dot. This is called reduce action and B is the look ahead part. Okay. So in case of scalar, so if any state contains this part, means items like LR1 items like A2 alpha dot A beta comma X B2 gamma dot B. If any state contains like this LR1 item, so this one is CLR1, this one is what? CLR1. Why? Because this A does not belongs to B. This A does not belongs to B. This A does not belongs to B. Okay, now we'll see this one. In this case, A2 alpha dot A beta comma Y. Y is the look ahead part. This is A, the shift action. B to gamma dot. This is called reduce action. Then here lookout part is C. So here A does not belongs to A, does not belongs to C. Since here A does not belongs to B, here A does not belongs to C. That means this state is CLR1 as well as, and this state is also CLR1. So both this state is CLR1, this state is CLR1 means there is no SR conflict. There is no SR conflict in this state in case of CLR1, and there is no SR conflict in this state means in case of CLR1. Okay, just see where in case of LALR1, in case of LALR1, just see what we will do. A to alpha dot A beta and B to gamma dot. B to gamma dot. This state, just consider this state and this state. In this case, A to alpha dot A beta, here A to alpha dot A beta. Here reduce action is B to gamma dot and B to gamma dot. Means in both states, both means core parts are completely same. Core parts are same, but what is the difference? Difference is lookout part. Lookout part means here X, here Y, here B, here C. Okay. So in CLR1, there are two states because the lookout parts are different. But in case of LALR1, we just merge what? Lookout parts. Because in case of LALR1 or lookout LR1, just merge if any two states contains same core part, but different lookout part, we'll just merge both states by merging the lookout part. So just see, just copy the core part means A to alpha dot A beta, A to alpha dot A beta, and B to gamma dot, B to gamma dot. Just merge the lookout part X and Y, or X slash Y. Just merge the lookout part B slash Y, B slash Y. Now we'll check. This is the concept in LALR1. Now we'll check this state. Is there any SR conflict in this state? Just see. This is a shift action. This A does not belongs to what? B and C, B comma C. Does not belongs to B comma C. So this one is also what? LALR1. LALR1. Okay. Try to understand what in case of means what happens in case of RR conflict or reduce conflict. Just try to understand. This is in case of CLR1, in case of what? CLR1, A to gamma dot, and B to gamma dot. This is the reduce action. This is reduce action. A, B. Just say A here, A intersection B equals to what? 5. Since A intersection B equals to 5, so this grammar is what? CLR1. Right? Just say A to gamma dot, A to alpha dot, B to gamma dot. Here lookout part is B, here lookout part is A. Since B intersection A equals to 5, since B intersection A equals to 5, so this grammar is also CLR1. Okay, this one is CLR1 and this one is also CLR1. Okay, but just see here core part is A to alpha dot, here core part is B to gamma dot. Here core part is A to alpha dot, here core part is B to gamma dot. Since core parts are same but different lookout parts, so we can merge in case of LALR1, in case of LALR1, we just merge, merge A to means merge means the lookout part A to alpha dot and B to gamma dot, and A slash B, just merge A and B, A slash B, and merge B, A means what? A and B. But see, A comma B intersection A comma B does not equals to 5. A comma B intersection A comma B does not equals to what? 5. So that's why Here it is not LALR1. Okay. So just conclude. Just we observe. If there is no conflict in, if there is no SR conflict, if there is no SR conflict in CLR1, there is no SR conflict in CLR1 means there is no chance of SR conflict in LALR1. But here in RR conflict, but even though there is no RR conflict in CLR1, but there may be chance of RR conflict. There may be chance of RR conflict in LALR1. So which one is most powerful? Listen, there is no chance of CLR means there is no chance of SR and RR conflict in CLR1. But in some cases, there may be chance of RR conflict in LALR1. So that's why CLR1 is most powerful. That's why LALR1 is a subset of what? CLR1. Okay, we just see the notes here. Just say, if there is no SR conflict, in CLR1 grammar, there is no chance of having SR conflict in LALR1 grammar. There is no chance. Okay, even there is RR conflict in, even there is no RR conflict in CLR1 grammar, there may be chance of getting RR conflict in LALR1. Even there is no RR conflict in CLR1 grammar, there may be chance of getting RR conflict in LALR1. So hence power of CLR1 grammar is more compared to power of LALR1 parser. Hence power of CLR1 parser is more as compared to power of LALR1 parser. Okay. So that's why LALR1 is a subset of what? CLR1 parser. CLR1. That means, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this Venn diagram? Every LALR1 parser is called CLR1 parser, but every CLR1 parser need not be LALR1 parser. Okay. So finally we'll see one note point. According to the power of parser, remember LR0 is the subset of SLR1, is the subset of LALR1, is the subset of CLR1. Okay. So LL1 is also the subset of what? CLR1 parser. LL1 the subset of CLR1 parser. Remember one thing. Just say, according one more note point, according to the number of states, or the table size of the parsing table. If we will consider what is the table size of parsing table, so remember the number of states or the table size of LR0 always same as SLR1, always same as LALR1, but it is less or equals to what? CLR1, but it is less or equals to what? CLR1. But remember one point, in which case LR0 is equal to CLR1, in which case the table size of SLR1 equals to CLR1, in which case the table size of LALR1 is equals to what? CLR 1. In which case, remember one important point. If see in LR1 items, if no two states contain same core part, then the table size of LR1 and CLR1 are completely okay. If no two states contain same core part, then the in this case particularly the table size of LR1 is equal to CLR1. Remember which parser, finally one conclusion, which parser is the best parser. Remember there are 2 points, according to the power of parser, CLR1 parser is always best. According to the power of parser, CLR1 parser is always best. According to the number of states, LALR1 parser is always best. Okay. So according to the power of parser, CLR1 parser is best. According to the number of states, LALR1 parser is best. By default, which parser is best? By default, CLR1 parser is best. By default, CLR1 parser is best. If someone asks me which parser is best, by default I can say CLR1 parser is best. But I can also explain, according to the power of parser, CLR1 parser is best. According to the number of states, or according to the table size, which parser is best. In this case, LALR1 parser is best. Okay. So by default, someone asks me which parser is best, I can say CLR1 parser is always best parser, right? Okay. Now finally we'll see the relationship between what LL1 parser, LR0 parser, SLR1 parser, CLR1 parser, and LALR1 parser. Just say this is the context free grammar. The context free grammar is divided into 2 parts. One is unambiguous grammar, one is ambiguous grammar. One is unambiguous grammar and second one is ambiguous grammar. Okay, means all top down and bottom up parsing generally comes under what? Unambiguous grammar. So LR0 is the subset of SLR1, is the subset of LALR1, the subset of CLR1, and it is also unambiguous grammar. Okay. And LL1 means top down parsing, the subset of all, means LL1 grammar or LL1 parser, the subset of LR0, the subset of SLR1, the subset of LR1, the subset of CLR1. So this is the overall relationship between what? Top down parsing and bottom up parsing, or we can say LL1 parser, LR0 parser, SLR1 parser, CLR1 parser, and LALR1 parser. Okay, this is the overall relationship between the parser. Okay, so in the next class we'll discuss about what ambiguous grammar, associativity, and precedence of the grammar. Okay, and how to remove ambiguity. Okay, so we'll discuss in the next class. Okay, thanks for watching.